Okay. Should be going live now. Waiting for the confirmations. I just need to kill the capture card for a second while we log in. Waiting for the audio to duplicate as it always does. There's one. There's two muted. Awesome. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Launching into the game. Show you how prepared I am today. I woke up with a headache, so and it's the reason we're going live late. But yeah, hello, hello. Okay. We're waiting for the game to load in, and we'll get into the Tavern Brawl. Hopefully, my head doesn't kill me in the meantime.
Come in, friend.
Don't know why I've got a headache.
Welcome here.
Been a fun morning. Okay. Still not getting used to. Oh, I'm still not used to the YouTube live setup and the way it works. Here we are. Make sure audio is coming through good. Test, test, test. The YouTube live setup. Yep, there we are. Awesome. Ooh, cards. Why am I getting so many cards? I must have done something for it. Oh, there's this event this week. Secrets of Ungoro. Lise is sending us on a mission. Some cards, some golden versions of them as well if we get all the way through. I remember reading Halfpone about this. These are coded messages and we've got to work out what we've got to do. I think the first one, this one here, we're seeing is Discover, but I'll do some research before we worry about that. Oh, we're going to play 2 Tavern Brawls today. I think we can do that. Reroll that one. Yeah, still not much better. Normally I've had this done before we go live, but we'll just do it as it goes. Okay, so this week's Tavern Brawl is Shiftcon West. Shiftcon has gotten so big it had to expand. Shiftcon West brings all the same fun, but now includes commemorative shifting scrolls. So original Shiftcon only had Swifter, which I think we've got an image of him here. And eventually they released this card here, which is kind of the same mechanic, just for spells. So we got Shiftcon West as an evolution of that Tavern Brawl. So the gimmick is that your deck consists of Swifters and Swifting, meaning that every card is random and changes turn by turn. Prepare for random bullshit. Actually quite like that. As we keep going through, same kind of thing on the wiki, nothing much to add. They're not as blunt, but yeah, there's the 2 cards we get. We get 15 of each, I believe. Does it say here? No, it might be 2010 or 15-15. There'll be some kind of split in them. And then
it's Tavern Brawl 431.
Here is my last video on the topic. Let's see if this is still relevant.
It's Tavern Brawl 431, Shiftcon West. And this is your weekly reminder to do your Tavern Brawl. As per most Tavern Brawls, there is a standard pack on the line, so let's break it down. Shiftcon has gotten so big it had to expand. Shiftcon West brings all the same fun, but now includes commemorative shifting scrolls. Officially, this is the 3rd time we've seen this Tavern Brawl in its current iteration. However, the original Shiftcon dates back to 2016. In the original, you'd get a deck solely made up of Shifter Xeris, and it was very minion focused. In the current iteration, Shiftcon West, we also get the Shifting Scroll, and as a result, we have a deck full of RNG randomness. At the start of every turn, your Zephyrus's will turn into random minions, and your scrolls will turn into random spells. And to make it worse, we're pulling from the whole wild pool of cards. With so many possible minion and spell options, you really have no control on what you're going to be offered, and many games are going to come down to luck. As with a lot of Tavern Brawls like this, a class like Warlock is probably your best choice, because you probably want as many shifting cards in your hand as possible to increase your chance of having something good to play. And Warlock's Hero Power works well for that. And then it's just a case of hoping RNG is in your favour. There really isn't much more to say about this Tavern Brawl. It's really that simple. Just play a few games, and with a little bit of luck, you'll get your win and be able to move on. If you want to see how I went with this Tavern Brawl, I'll leave a link to my live stream. And until next time, good luck and have fun.
Okay. So, look, that video doesn't really need any changes, I guess. Yeah, I kind of had the old logo and I hadn't actually started using PNGs in my video editing at that point. At least I couldn't find one at that stage. Took me a while to find a good source for PNG card images and how to get them consistently. Yeah, that video kind of sums it all up. This one is going to be rough, but it's also going to be kind of easy in regards to, I probably won't even... we'll see. We'll go. I'm debating with myself at the moment if I want to actually go to the effort of doing a video. We'll take my own advice. We'll go Warlock. If this was earlier on, like a year or two ago when Death Knight had first come out, I would recommend playing Death Knight, because at that point Death Knight didn't have many cards in its own minion pool. So you'd only be pulling out of a handful of them and then a whole heap of neutrals. But now that Death Knight's been around a little bit, its card pool is also expanded to the point that it really makes no difference. So let's just go Warlock. Open suggestions, but I guess the suggestions are going to be, just play this class. Let's see how we go. Unfortunately, so many of the classes now have their own specialized mechanics from expansion to expansion, that it's going to be really, really hard to get any kind of synergy.
Know the true essence of fear.
Actually, I'm kind of happy with that. One spell, two Zephyrus's. Let's open a deck tracker just so we can keep track of what's going on. And we can't do anything. Like, yeah, we could play this, but whole heap of random spells that we can't play that turn that are temporary are useless to us. No coin, and we couldn't get out any of the twos. Not sure what they're thinking about. And of course, all the twos turn to threes, but we do have hero power, so that's okay. Let's just try to keep a good amount of cards in our hand, so we hope we have good options. How is everyone anyway? Hope everyone's well. I'm hoping next week. Next week I am going to potentially do a multi-stream across my Twitch and my YouTube, and we're going to do something Hearthstone. I'll be here next week, early in the week. Probably Monday or Tuesday, or my Monday or Tuesday. I just haven't kind of come up with a content plan. Just one, after your opponent plays minion, transfer into a 3/4 copy of it. That could be interesting. I'm tossing up between doing some achievement hunting or maybe some battlegrounds. Or we do some ladder. I haven't played ladder in ages. I've kind of been burnt out on ladder. There was a couple of metas ago that I really just wasn't enjoying myself and haven't been able to get back into standard ladder quite some time. And we use wild ladder for achievement hunting, so I don't want to level that up. I just haven't really played. I think I've dropped a few ranks as well in terms of bonus stars.
I am one with the candle. I am one with the candle.
Get a random spell. A couple of 3 costs, no 4 costs, so this could be worth checking out. Anomaly. Your next choose 1 card costs 2 less. Chances of us getting one of those sucks. With Death Threat, okay. We're just going to drop this guy with Rush or Taunt. And we're just going to...
Job's done.
We should just get rid of the elusive, shouldn't we? I think if we can gain and maintain board control, it's probably important. Push the button.
T1T4N, hand complete. T1T4N, hand complete.
Okay, your next healing effect deals damage instead. Useless to us. After you cast a spell, we've got 5 mana. It doesn't do enough though. What's this one? If you have that sucks too.
Possibilities.
I think we hero power. And we just clean up. How do we play this? I think this is just going to bite us in the butt. I can see myself playing it, forgetting about it, getting some kind of heal spell later, and then trying to heal myself. And that's not going very well. Not going well at all.
Nobody move and no one gets hurt.
Oh, that's just rude. Oh. God damn it. Not really much we can do here.
I wonder.
We can freeze. We could tradable. Not that that's going to do much. I think we freeze. We draw. Let's just we play to draw another with shifting card, and we'll buy ourselves some time there. That's just a do nothing play, really, isn't it? We had the Naga.
There is so much untapped power in this world.
The Prime's not too bad. I forget which Prime. That resummons demons. That's not going to be that great value for them. What do we got here? That feels good.
time?
Do we heal or do we draw? I think we draw. Then we take out the... I found it amusing. They played the your opponent's battle cry's costume. Pretty much, we rolled into everything being a battle cry.
The Queen's trove is forbidden! Leviathan seems. Now you.
Okay, shift. Let me good. What we got here? No taunt overload. Be nice. That would have been nice. And that last, that'll be good. And none of these feel great, do they? I want to be able to kill that because that's going to hurt if they got good spells, but
I wonder.
let's draw. Oh, I was full. Damn. Well, that's not great. I wanted to do that. Yeah, burn the card. I just wanted to get that into play. Thought about this, but we would have been off by mana unless we played... Oh, we could have played that just for the adjustment. That probably would have been better. Oh well. Oh well. What's done is done. This is definitely a Tavern Brawl about making the best of a bad situation. Yeah, it looks like there's... Well, it's hard to tell. Got 11 Zephyruses and 6 Scrolls, so... I feel like there's more Scrolls in the deck. Oh, more... Oh, sorry, more Zephyruses. That might be 2010. Oh, that sucks. They just have to go pay some pressure here. I need a good shift. We kind of need to go wide here, don't we?
Green mix red mean no dead. Step to this.
Can't let that... Wonder if they play around the secret. That wouldn't have done enough damage. I'm hoping they push here. But after they play whatever minions they're going to play. Come on, play something. Could be any secret. Oh, we might be dead anyway. Are we dead?
You would make a fine disciple.
Well played for them. Awesome. Let's go again. I felt Warlock was still good. Is there anything other classes we think might be comparable? Just so much random stuff. Maybe we'll give Druid a try and just see if we can get some ramp. Warrior for some defensive plays, maybe. At the end of the day, Warlock's going to give you the best option for shifting spells and minions.
Knowledge is power. The forest fights back.
And I want to keep it interesting. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Gives me a couple of options. Squirrels.
Our neck of the woods.
Squirrels. Put a coin for that, but those coins going to be useful later.
Don't dismiss a subtle tremor.
Why just squirrels? I'll do a hero power.
What if...
Go for squirrels. Squirrels are at least persistent. Imagine being able to play that. That's kind of pointless, but okay, thanks. Gain health, challenge your opponent to... Ooh, should we play rock, paper, scissors? I think we do. Let's go.
You're wasting your time.
I think they're gonna go... What did they do? Probably should play that. Damn! I shouldn't make plays like that. Not that there's a high chance at the moment, but like someone just stream sniping. Oh yeah, I know what he went. Oh, I didn't notice that because of the glowy until just then, but yeah, it's that was a
You get the goods. I'll
worry
stand.
card, so we're getting any cards. That's even worse. It doesn't matter what class you go.
You get the goods. I'll stand watch.
You need to keep in mind draw.
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me?
Echo and Taunt. Battlecry, draw a card.
Show these mortals your true forms.
Don't know what that. That's all one cost dragons. Nothing but dragons. No, we just need to draw. That's what we need to use our shifters on. There's not that much drawing dragon.
You win this.
Ah, I don't think they like that. I don't think they like that at all. Nothing good. Actually, I like that card back. Do again. Keep just wanting to go back to Warlock. Just for the extra draw. We don't have to use it, but just that ability to have a full hand when we want it. When there's nothing else to do, just get a bigger hand.
Thompson versus Maiev.
What's everyone think of this Tavern Brawl out of curiosity?
Escape my fury. Stormwind will tremble before Tamsin Rome.
Get rid of one spell. Just for another spell. Yeah, so next week I do plan to do an extra stream outside of this Tavern Brawl. Then Monday or Tuesday is the Hope, and it's going to be a multi-stream, so I'll stream both Twitch and YouTube. I really want to test that functionality out. I have to spend the weekend altering all my tech. There's some software and all that helps with multi-streaming that I'm going to have to install, and it's going to have different integrations and be interesting to work out. Oh, what? I just want an extra card. Give me choices.
Sorry, Gleesulker. I am working.
The value there is good. Like we now play for the Mana Thirst because it's no longer shifting. The other option would be to go for another 2-cost minion on 1 and a random 2-cost. Too much of a gamble. We know what we're getting here. Does anyone remember the pattern for this? Recast. Rush, deal 4 damage to your hero. Not a fan. Don't have any secrets in my deck. Random damage. It is an enemy. Okay, let's do that. Let's try to keep the hand size. This could have been good. I was just trying to work out, is there a point where we would really want to draw it? Or we just stick with the mechanic of the game? How many cards are in Hearthstone now? There'd be thousands of different cards that this is pulling from.
Hearthstones! Fresh from Kazakis.
Discarding randoms doesn't really make much of a difference, does it? Okay.
Job's done.
We do burn a card here. Yeah. Guess that's the only card we don't want to discard. It's a known quantity. Working out how to deal with the poisonous.
Let me show you the other side. My hand is full.
Terrible. If we could inspire, that wouldn't be bad. We could rush and lifesteal.
I'm not getting any younger.
I went for the honorable kill, but I just wanted that dead. Oh, we could have killed. That kind of sucks. Nine. You're right. YouTube does live so differently. I don't want to play that. Give me something else as an option.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
We don't have any fells in our hand, do we?
Here for the tour? Hey, I got you, friend. I must hasten.
I don't think the game goes long enough for plagues to make a difference, but could be interesting. I wonder if they've banned anything. Like, is Kill Jaden a potential card we can get our hands on at the moment? Okay, so we can wipe their board one for each card in your hand. Deal one damage to a random enemy. Minion development.
I'm not getting any younger.
Probably this one, right?
Behold the cosmos. No reprieve.
I would have liked to have not had to trade there, but I guess the other option would have been star power with a hero power to keep my hand size up. This turn we gain armor. Well, next turn we just try to stay alive.
I'm not getting any younger. Is it cold in here? Or is it just me?
Something. Probably wasn't worth it, but we just needed a chance to survive there. Knocking on the front door, but it's not. These houses are so close to each other. I'm probably hearing someone knocking on another door. Happens so often, it's weird. They got a lot of visitors or Something's just bouncing or
Swiftly.
I don't know. Don't know.
Frequencies equalized.
Something 4 or less that will keep us alive would be really good here.
I'm not getting any younger.
End of your turn.
True mastery takes dedication.
Look at the elementals.
I must hasten.
Job done.
That keeps us alive. I don't want to play the Doom Guard yet. Ysera would be good, but does the gain 3 mana crystals count given we don't have a maximum mana of 5? It would still cap us out, wouldn't it? Well, we better find out. Oh no, that's separate. All good. Well, this is your hand or deck. It gains a copy of every. No, that doesn't help me much now, does it? Well, we clear the board for the most part, apart from those 2 buggers.
What is taking so
Guess
long?
we armor up.
The frost shields us.
And you're the bigger concern there.
I must hasten.
Catch a cold. See me after class.
My brood.
Didn't have enough lethal there, do we? The next turn, we'll probably go big and go for lethal if we get it.
Shush.
Oh, they don't like that minion. Let's go right.
The fire empowers us.
Well, that sucked. Bigger threats.
Frostbolt.
You have to die.
Catch a
You have to
cold.
die for us to live.
You are not the boss of me.
My hope is that... Ooh! I got a trade. Unless I got lethal. Thank you, Plague. Nope. Hero power, we're dead. Damn. Ooh, they want to rub it in too. Well played. Hope we'll survive that and then Doom Guard. If the... I would have kept us alive. We'll go one more. We'll make this an hour. Where better we go, does it? Let's go Demon Hunter. The cheap... we'll go Hunter. We'll go Hunter. Again, it doesn't matter. Your minions are all completely random. We got one win. I probably won't do a full video for this week. I think we'll give that a miss. What I'll do is I'll do a short with a link to the original video.
Break before the legion's tide.
Nothing's changed. I'll think about it. As soon as the stream finishes, I'm going to go have lunch. Then I'll sit down and work out what I'm going to do for a video. Well, all those suck. And that should be an interesting test to see if I can get another an older video to get traction again. That's useless, but if you drew them already shifted, that would be cool.
Bask in my radiance.
Discover an outcast card. Your next one costs one less, or draw two minions.
So many choices.
Want that, I think.
Time is fleeting.
Don't know my chances of playing a Naga, but really? They're playing aggressive. I don't think that's the play, but okay.
Do not look away.
think this is going to be a win. They're just aggressively playing anything they got, which means they're not going to get many options for not going to be wide enough to have good shifts, statistically speaking.
I must destroy all.
That would have been cool to be able to trigger. That's the play.
Sting like a bee. Story.
So many possible spells. I wish it would sort. Wish this would show you only the active ones up top and filter all the done ones down the bottom. Guess we're gonna have to be just careful about whatever spell we play next. Just something cheap. Yeah, still we're good here. This person's playing way too aggressive. Okay.
How striking!
Let's find out what that is. Really? What's the bet they got ice block?
Keep up! I'm up! Try harder, man!
It was an ice block. Okay. No, that's okay. Okay. Takeaways from this tumbrel. It sucks. It's such a RNG fest that, yeah. I don't know how else to kind of explain it. I think Halfpone worded it the best when it said bunch of bullshit. What was their exact wording? Yeah. Prepare for random bullshit. Look, there's fun in it. Making the right decisions, making the right plays. It's the bit that annoys me is there's not much I can really offer in regards to strategies because all it takes is a bad shift and you're losing the game. a couple, depending on what point in the game. Like early on, a bad shift isn't probably the end of the game, but a mid-tier shift, and like we had our first game, I think it was, where literally the person played at turn 4 or 5, make all your opponent Battlecry minions cost 2 more, and every single shift out of 8 cards that was a minion was a Battlecry minion. So everything just cost way too much for us to play. Completely disrupting that turn, meaning we couldn't really develop. Stuff like that's going to happen. It's not going to just happen to you, it's going to happen in reverse. So the main thing is just try to take advantage of the situation. But there is fun in playing the right cards at the right time, but it also can be quite frustrating if you're just trying to get in, get your win, and get out. Probably not as frustrating as last week, trying to defeat the giant minion as a team with your opponent, but already. Not much has changed for it. I'll post it in the comments so people can find it. Videos. There we are, Shiftcon West. We will copy and paste that into chat. That's pretty much everything we just covered anyway. There's nothing changed, nothing new, just the pool diluted more since the last time this video was made. On top of that, I stream here and on Twitch quite regularly. If you go to my link tree, again, I'll post that into chat. Here's everywhere you can find me, my Twitch, of course here on LJ's Hearthstone Corner, plus everywhere else you can find me. I mostly do a lot of my streaming over on Twitch. I do a hell of a lot of different varieties. Twitch is my vibes place. I tend to focus here on YouTube. But I'm going to start experimenting next week with multi-streaming. So we're going to be streaming early next week on a Monday or Tuesday, hopefully, all being well. Both are something Hearthstone on both channels, and that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. So there's a few things we might do, but I haven't decided on what the content's going to be, but I'm going to try multi-streaming next week. This will allow me to have 2 regular streams on this YouTube channel, which is my goal, as well as still not neglecting my Twitch where I spend most of my time. This works, then I'm going to start exploring a few extra YouTube channels with multi-streaming between a focused YouTube channel on the topic and just doing everything across on my Twitch as well. And that's going to come with time. Yeah, I think we'll end it there. Done all my self-promotions. I've promoted what I'm going to be doing next week. If there are any suggestions, feel free to chuck it into the comments that what you would like me to stream next week. I can go back to achievement hunting. We can do something fun like Battlegrounds, or we can just grind ladder. But yeah, thank you to all those who stopped by, past, present, and future. Always greatly appreciated. Probably haven't been as energetic as I have been in previous weeks, mainly because I started this morning off with a massive headache. But I will be back next week for more Hearthstone fun. Until next time, good luck and have fun.